And then the last thing maybe that's sort of, well, not one of the things that's probably prudent for you guys to know, all of the exterior lighting is controlled via a photocell. The photocell is located on the north side of the building, about halfway down, approximately somewhere between 8 to 16. No, it's lower than that, fortunately. It's lower down. It's set up to be dawn to dusk, so it's on all night.
So what does it look like, this thing?
Beautiful.
Is it like a little round bubble? Or
oh, the building or the photocell?
The photocell.
It's a round 4-inch octagon box. There's a cover plate on it and a little button photocell on it. So all you see is the little button of the photocell.
Is there a manual override on
downstairs in the parking? Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to know where that is actually.
Yep. Manual
Is it
override.
marked?
It's just to the right. It will be marked. I think the boys are marking things now.
Okay. And it'll say exterior photocell override?
It'll say exterior lights override. Because it is an override. It's not an on-off switch.
So that we can actually utilize it to do our testing of
So
lights without having to show up at 9 o'clock.
The purpose of it is so that you can turn on the outside lights to see if there's any lamps burnt out.
Yeah.
It's good when you're doing photos at dusk as well.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And also, a lot of the lights are HID, which means they do take time to turn on, right?
Okay.
So you can't,
How long will the bulbs last out there before they need to be exchanged?
at least 1 year.
All right.
Right after the work expires.
Anything that is a HID lamp should last quite a while, so that's metal halide. Your canopy pot lights around the whole building are HID. Your pole lights are HID. All the wall packs are HID around the back
So
side.
they're all ballasted individually?
Everyone's ballasted individually. Each fixture has its own ballast.
Remember that, guys?
The step lights are fluorescent. They may not last as long as the HID stuff, but they also turn on right away. So, and then of course on the inside, all of the hallways are on 24/7, except for I think the north side of the hallways shut off during the night, and that's on a timer.
Who programs that?
north side.
You guys
One
can
half of the
program.
hall. There's lights that go down both sides, sconces, and I've noticed at night, one side, the north side sconces all turn off. So you go 50%.
You want to take a look at that timer?
I'd like to know where it is, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we are on the first floor of residential suite, which is designated as the second floor of the building. This closet here doesn't have a meter stack in it because it's located on the first floor. The other residential suites don't have communications in this closet, it's only meter stacks. So this is referred to as probably the residential communications closet, and it houses all of the communications for all of the residential suites. So in other words, we have a big cable here that goes down to the electrical room. From here it spiders out to all the suites. This is where the big cable ends, and there's a little cable to every suite.
Okay.
In layman's terms, right?
So is this telephone, or what are we doing?
This is telephone, this is TELUS and Shaw. The Shaw is housed in these big cabinets here.
Okay.
So this is where they would be coming to access, to do suite hookups, disconnections?
That's a really good question. It depends how Shaw's set it up.
Okay. They could do from either down below or up here?
No, I think what they would have to do is anytime somebody requested to get Shaw, this is where Shaw would activate them. So you'd have to allow them access up to here.
Yes, yeah, they'll have access everywhere.
Yeah.
Just when the technicians call us and say, well, I don't know where it is.
It's, second floor communications closet, which is on the west end of the hallway of level 2. The TELUS distribution can all happen down in the electrical room. Okay. This doesn't get touched for TELUS. They put their jumpers in downstairs in the main electrical room.
Okay. And if Shaw was installing phone, they would do the jumpers and everything here that they need to do?
If Shaw is going to install phone, it depends on how they set it up. Probably, I'm guessing that they would preferably put the modem down in the main electrical room. That way the interphone still works.
Okay. How many pairs of telephone lines are going to the suites?
Right now there's one pair of telephone line going to each suite,
Yeah.
but we can expand that to up to 4.
Okay.
4 would be max.
Because with the ultra high speed, have to have 2 separate pairs.
I don't think so. It depends. It's a good question.
Yeah. So, but as long as they've got the capability of doing
Yes,
that.
absolutely they do. The hallway timer, this is the timer that shuts down half of the hallway at night. Reprogramming it as per the manual or the instructions right on the side of it.
What time does it turn off now? Can you tell by looking?
I have no idea. I'd have to go into the programming settings.
Probably something we'll have to look at.
Fairly
Yes.
something that you'll have to adjust. I think we just did it.
Because my
as
guess
per-
is probably, Guy, you probably have it turning off really early, right? And we'll probably not turn it off till 10 o'clock or something, eh?
Yeah, I think Bill might
I
have
think
put
he's
it
later.
at
11, I think it's 11.
11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Although it still lights the hallway lights, it's just not as bright.
It shuts off at 11 p.m. and then back on at 6 a.m.
Okay.
We should have a bell in every other
Most
district.
stairwell lights on each end are on all the time.
Wonderful. And they're all just a regular Edison base?
Every single light here is a regular Edison base, I think, except for the step lights on the exterior of the building.
Yeah.
Those are the lights that are cast into the concrete. I think those are PLs. Otherwise, everything's an Edison base. However, we need to stay as like right now, I think they're 13 watt PLs. You can't take those out and put incandescent lamps in. What would happen is you'd start drawing too much power and you start tripping breakers.
And what is
So we
the
can't go
maximum,
with the bigger than a 13 watt then in there.
that's what I was gonna ask, what's the maximum wattage we can put in them lights?
I think we can. I think you can go with like an 18
We
or
want it to be brighter in the
19.
hallways though. Because this is actually pretty well lit in my thinking.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
Just
lot, there's a
I'm
lot
just looking at
of
options.
light fixtures,
I'm
but
not too
you
sure
know,
what
If
the
you go, if you
maximum
go up
is.
to, because it goes in concurrent, we can go, you know, if it goes
How many
to
lumens?
15.
Careful there, careful there, not glasses.
Upstairs, I think they're all.
in my understanding, the reason we went to Edison is that someday we're anticipating converting these to LED lights, right? And that's why we went with the Edison base.
So it's a 13 watt,
Yeah,
2700.
see, just watch yourself, see here. See that?
Oh, yes.
You gotta be really careful.
Gotcha. So pull it forward when you're lifting, guys, okay?
Yeah.
Pull it forward and lift it up, or it starts to scratch the side of the...
I mean, you're gonna get scratch lines, you just
Yeah.
wanna stay within those scratch lines,
Yeah.
it'll cover it when you slide it back down, right?
So it's a 2700 lumens, 13 watt.
Fine case.
Well, I think